My next topic is what is your favorite franchise? What do you think is the best franchise?
Amazon. That's mine. I love it. That counts as a franchise, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Because it sells.
I, wa- I
I'm
was I
thinking
was
like
thinking
sells
more
product.
I was thinking more entertainment wise.
Oh, like video games or something.
Yeah, video games, movies, comics, like that.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, ready? Comics. It's Batman. I've been a Batman fiend since I can is like literally as young as I can remember. Like it when when I was a kid, man, it was Batman and Sailor Moon. That was my life.
Oh
I don't even
God.
care. I'll admit it.
Hey, a lot of people love Sailor Moon.
Sailor
It's
Moon's
it's
shit.
uh it's not like it was hated. It was really well. I didn't really watch it, but
I liked it back then. It was cool.
um
I love Batman. I think video games. I have to say Gears of War. I don't think they're like the greatest games. They're a shooter in that shooter genre. They're my favorite. I think it's just because I had like a really good connection with it when I was younger. Like,
yeah.
I played the shit out of it. I mean, so I really like that.
Okay,
But
so for comics, I have nothing
you have
because
nothing?
I don't read comics.
I thought you read like The Walking Dead and stuff.
Yeah, but it's good. It's not like, oh my god, this is like the best comic ever.
Okay.
I don't really have a pedigree of comics that I watch.
There's
right?
nothing every month you can't wait for to read.
Yeah, like Walking Dead, I'm behind like 30 issues,
Okay.
and I couldn't really care less.
If I'm gonna change to what I'm excited for in comics, it's not Batman. Batman's like I have like 15 issues I haven't read still.
Yeah,
It's Saga.
yeah, I've heard some good things about that.
Seriously,
too.
man, I know you don't like comics, but if you can sit through and read the 5 paperbacks they've made or whatever, it'll literally like light a fire under your ass. It's so goddamn well written. It's insane, man. Anyways, that's all. That's my point.
And then for gaming, let's go through all of them. Let's go through comics, games, movies, and we can do companies as well.
What about like TV shows?
We can do TV shows as well. So for games, for me, it's a really big toss up between
Dark
the
Souls?
Uncharted series and Dark Souls.
I knew it.
Those two are.
What about The Last of Us? It's not a series yet.
It's not a
really-
series. It's only one game.
Okay.
When the second one comes out and I play it and finish it, it'll go right to the top.
Really?
Because I know
What
that.
if the
for-
second one just sucks dick?
The second one will not suck dick because Naughty Dog is behind it.
Once it's bomb, though, it crashes. 30 frames per second.
Nope.
Okay.
Naughty Dog cannot do anything wrong. Yeah, I think it'd rather because I'm on an Uncharted high right now, so I give it a little bit more. But like, I don't know, man. Dark Souls just it's something else. Those games are just something else. Movies, I would have to go with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Mine's not really like a franchise, it's a one of, but I've said this since I was like a little like young. It's always been my favorite movie, and it's not so much my favorite now, but I think it was my favorite for the longest portion of my life, so I have to give it to it. I think Forrest Gump.
That's one movie.
I know, but
That's not a franchise.
it is to me, man. If I if I have to pick a franchise, then like I don't know, man. Like I keep saying it, but I think like the Batman Begins trilogy. Like I think I've watched those movies the most.
The Christopher Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, like dude, I can't say Lord of the Rings because you said that. I watch Lord of the Rings at least once a year, all 3. Like they're fucking great. I mean, like I don't want to say Harry Potter because those aren't like really masterpieces. Like I think The Dark Knight is a masterpiece.
That's the one with the Joker, right?
Yeah, I think that's like a really well.
I get really confused between all 3 of them.
The
Well, the first one was Doctor. The first one was Batman Begins, right?
Yeah,
And then it was The Dark Knight,
and then
Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, those two I always get confused. Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight was so good, man. I really love that movie. I think it was like a cinematic masterpiece. Not even if it wasn't Batman, it was just someone else with the Joker. I think it was so well done.
That the Joker is the top tier villain for Batman,
Yeah,
and
he's
you
number
can't
one.
you can't replicate a villain better than the Joker.
No, and he did it so well. And I mean, like, just that scene in the hospital when you watch the behind the scenes and you realize that he actually pressed that button to blow the hospital up for the one take and it didn't go off, and he ad libbed it when it did, and he like
Yeah.
skipped. Like it's it's like you have one opportunity to shoot it, and he didn't even like. He was so in the zone. Like I like just knowing things like that, and knowing how much effort they took to flip that semi down the street of Chicago, and it's just like cool things like that to me made it more like special. So I don't know. I guess I would say that.
I feel like finding masterpieces in movies nowadays is really tough.
Yeah, because
I think it's because our expectations have rise so much.
That's the thing. Once you make a good movie, like one, the expectation to make a good second, a good third is so high. Even if they made that movie good, it'll never live up to the expectation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you take that second movie that might be good, and you say it wasn't part of that series, and you released it as something else, it would have done huge. But because it has that stigma of like The Hangover 2 or The Hangover 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can never be The Hangover.
Yeah, like it, and then they try to make it like that, but it never works out.
No, and that's why movies like Interstellar and Inception are so good, because they limited it to just one event.
Yeah.
Even though
Interstellar, such a good movie.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even though those movies, like, somehow they could have made a second, you know, it wouldn't obviously have been as good, and it wasn't made to be a second, but if you have huge money behind it and you're going to make huge money, they probably could have found a way.
But I think if Christopher Nolan was behind it, he could probably make a good one.
Dude, that guy makes badass shows, man.
Yeah, he does.
Him and J.J. Abrams are the two people I would get to make me a movie.
Yeah, I think J.J. Abrams has really proved, like, he hasn't made anything bad.
No, he hasn't.
Like, he hasn't.
He really hasn't.
I said that about Peter Jackson until I saw The Hobbit Part 2.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh god, please no.
They weren't really that bad.
They were bad, they just didn't look right.
Yeah, I didn't read the book, but they definitely
You can't put a 300-page book into 3 movies, man. What the fuck?
Part 1, Part 2 would have been fine.
I think you could have just done it all in one.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, but you know how much... I think they, like, literally don't care about the user experience as they do the monetary value to 3 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it.
I was mad. Well, I wasn't mad, but I was kind of, like, disappointed that when I heard that Batman vs. Superman was going to be into 2 movies. Like, I don't know if you heard the rumors about that, where they're splitting into 2 movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the thing is, I think for that movie, it would have worked better if they split it into 2 movies.
If the movie that came out, they were going to split it into 2.
Yeah, I think it would have worked better for them.
I think it would have worked better, too. They wouldn't have had to cram so much shit in, and they could have actually elaborated more on things.
Yeah, because some of those scenes in that movie were just kind of like, what the fuck is going on, man? Especially the shit with Lois Lane. I was like, God, she's always in trouble, man.
It really wasn't as bad, I think, as like the rap that it got, but it could have been way better.
Yeah, it could have been so much better. But like, you also have to put to the point where it's getting compared to every other movie now.
That's exactly it.
Right?
Yeah.
Once it gets compared to anything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's gonna be like, this movie is shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know if Marvel has actually had a bad movie, minus the Thor movies, because I've heard those are pretty bad.
The Thor movies. I've only watched the first one, and it was kind of, meh.
Yeah, that and Thor Ragnarok were like,
You know what I really want them to do right? I want them to do by this right, please, and make a good goddamn Spider-Man movie.
See, I'm excited for the new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
excited.
Don't make it funny. Don't make 80 Avengers in it. Make me a freaking amazing Spider-Man movie that was like the comic TV show when you were a kid that got you pumped to watch Spider-Man. I fucking loved that show when I was a kid, man. Spider-Man, X-Men, and Batman cartoons back in the day were the shit.
Could you imagine a world with X-Men and the Avengers all into one?
No. You know what I'm really excited for, man? Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Don't screw that up, please. Please let it be what it is. Like,
it's the same cast, the same director. It's got to be good. Like, it's going to be good, I think.
I don't know, man.
James Gunn's pretty good at directing.
I really, like, honestly, like I'm saying, though, I really want this next Spider-Man to not suck.
I think it's going to be good because Iron Man's in it. I think he's gonna give it a little bit more of a push.
Yeah. I hope Robert Downey Jr. never stops playing Iron Man.
Well, he's going to at some point. He can't.
Yeah, he can't stay forever.
He can't be Iron Man forever.
When he says I don't want to be Iron Man anymore, Marvel should just be like, okay, there's no Iron Man anymore. It's gone. Get rid of it.
I think they should do that too.
Because like,
But with Captain America, they can actually change Captain America to Bucky. He could become Captain America because that's what happens in the comics.
oh really?
He takes the mantle of Captain America because Captain America. Spoiler alert for everybody. Have you read the comic of Civil War?
No.
Um,
Does this happen in the movie?
No,
Oh.
because they did it differently in the movie. Because in Civil War, the comic, nobody actually knows who the Avengers are, like their other identities,
Oh really?
and that's why Spider-Man is such a big part of the Civil War comic, is because he finally shows the world
Oh, that he's
Peter Parker.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember that now.
And at the end of Civil War, Captain America dies. He gets killed
In the comic,
in the comic. Yeah.
I thought he was like invincible.
No, he's not invincible.
He's just fast.
He's
and
just
stuff.
fast. Well, he's not fast. He's got super strength. He's just.
But a bullet to the head still kills him.
Well, yeah, still kills him. Yeah. But yeah, and then Bucky takes over as Captain America.
Huh? I've never read the Civil War. Maybe I should read it. I haven't watched the movie yet either. I'm kind of like, meh. I can read.
It's a good movie. It's fun. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
But anyways, back to the topic at hand.
TV show.
TV show.
Mine's The Office. I love The Office.
Mine would be Mad Men.
Yeah.
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 That is my favorite TV show of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Breaking Bad.
I think Breaking Bad is overrated, in my opinion.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It might be a little
was-
bit overrated, but it's good. It's so good. The only issue is like, I want something that I can go back and rewatch, and I have no desire to go watch an individual episode of Breaking Bad. I want to watch it all in like chronological order.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can go-
so those kind of shows you have to, though,
Yeah.
right?
But that's what I like about The Office. I can go when Carrie's out and sit on the couch and put 2 episodes of The Office on that I've seen 10
Yeah.
times and still enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, if you put it into that kind of perspective, I would put Seinfeld as the best show then.
Oh, I haven't watched.
'Cause you-
I still haven't
Oh
watched all
my
of Seinfeld.
God.
Oh, I've watched some of it, not all.
Oh. Why? You people hurt me so much.
Dude,
It's the best show.
I know.
It holds up as well. Like, it holds up. It's like the show, like, of all time. Like, it's anytime you want to watch it,
Well-
you get it.
How many people watched the Seinfeld finale? Like 40 million people live?
Let's see. Seinfeld. The reunion or the final
No,
episode?
I'm looking right now. The very final episode of Seinfeld drew 76 million viewers.
Yeah, 76.
May 14th, 1998. So we just passed its 18-year reunion? 18-year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
insane. That will never happen again.
No, never.
I don't even think there's 78. There's not even 76 million Canadians.
No, that's double our population.
That's insane.
Yeah. And that's double our population. It's crazy. Like, it was like a whatever episode, but like, how do you end a show like that? You can't.
No.
There's one episode I want you to watch.
Okay.
It's a good episode. You don't need to know backstory because there's no backstories to these episodes.
Okay.
Right? It's called The Contest.
A contest?
The Contest.
The contest?
Yeah. It's in season 4. It's probably, I don't know how they actually got NBC to run this episode, because the premise of the episode is whoever cannot masturbate for the longest
Wins.
wins, but they don't say the word masturbate at all.
They just imply it the whole time.
They have these funny sayings, that like "master of my domain" or "king of the castle"
That's hilarious.
kind of type thing. It's so funny. You should watch it. It's a really good
I
episode.
will watch it, actually. I like Seinfeld.
That's a really good episode. That's probably like an episode I would put people like to start off the thing, because like it's a funny episode. It's got like it's got all the 4 characters with a cool premise, but they bring them all together, kind of type thing.
Do
really
you
good.
enjoy Jerry Seinfeld as like a comedian in person also? Like from
Yes.
that show? Have
Yes.
you watched comedians in cars getting coffees?
Fuck yeah, I have.
I
I
really
love that show,
enjoyed
man.
that show. It's hilarious, man. The one he did with the chick Julia Dreyfus
Julia
was pretty
Louis-Dreyfus, yeah.
funny, actually. Dude, she's on another show that's supposed to be killer.
Yeah, Veep.
I've never seen it. Have you?
Yeah, it's a good
Is it
show.
good?
Yeah, it's really good. Really funny. It's really, really funny.
Oh, it's an HBO show, right?
Yeah.
HBO.
It comes on right after Silicon Valley. Like it's on the same day as Silicon Valley.
Oh.
They all started on the same time.
Oh, HBO doesn't like me. I got a copyright infringement notice from them.
From them or from your ISP?
I got it from my ISP, directed from them.
Oh, I've gotten like 80 of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, they don't do anything. They can't do anything.
they technically can sue you for up to $5,000 per.
Yeah, but like
It's financially probably not worth it for them.
it's it's not gonna happen. I get that. I think mine's usually from all HBO shows.
Don't you see? You know what the issue is? I never ran into trouble because I was using a VPN service. My VPN service expired. I never got a new one, and I got hit with it.
Mm.
Because with your VPN, right, you meet your signal's going through all these different routers all over wherever.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hard to come back to you, right?
My Sunday is all HBO.
Sunday is what? Silicon Valley. You watch Veep.
Silicon Valley,
Game of
Veep,
Thrones?
Veep, Game of Thrones, and Last Week Tonight.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Game of Thrones yet, but I know what happens thanks to the wonderful world of the internet.
Yay!
I know all the shit that happens. Good times.
But
Actually,
well,
that's
you know that kind of. But see, that I think everybody should have saw that one coming, anyways.
Yeah. No, we won't. No spoilers here.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. It's. I feel like they're winding down now. The show is getting faster and faster. They're starting to hit all the plot points faster now. So I think they're
Aren't they
gearing
just
for the
making
end.
it up at this point? Like they're done past the books, right?
They're done past the books, but they're not making it up. Like they already know how it's gonna end.
You think they're coming to the close?
They're coming to the they got renewed for another season, but I don't know if it's gonna be all 10 episodes.
You think they'll do like a 6 or 7 episode? That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, another fucking awesome series I will put up on TV is the news. No, okay.
Newsroom.
I gotta redo my entire list. My entire list has to get redone. So number 1 would be Seinfeld. Okay. Number 2, The West Wing.
Really? Isn't that the
Number-
like crime show or lawyer show?
No, it's a political show.
Oh, I never
Which
watched
one?
it.
Were you... Awesome show, fucking amazing. And then I think I would go with The Newsroom.
Yeah, you like it that much?
Yeah.
I've only ever watched the first season.
And then I would go with Mad Men. Mad Men. I was gonna say Mad Max for some reason, but Mad Men.
I'm Mad Max.
Mad Men would be number 4. Those would be
Kate,
the top.
I'll watch this episode of Seinfeld if you do me a solid. You need to watch Rick and Morty, man.
Oh God,
It's so funny.
so many people. Yeah. All right, I'll watch Rick and Morty.
It is hilarious, man. It's like it is. I literally think like right now it's the best like comic like cartoon show I've ever watched. Like it's so stupid and awesome.
It's like Family Guy, but adult, right?
Dude, it makes Family Guy and American Dad and The Simpsons all look like peons compared to it. It's hilarious, man. There were so many people dressed
Was
up
it
as
Dan
like Rick
Harmon
and
that
Morty
made it?
people at FanCon. It was hilarious. Walking by, just yelling, "Tiny Rick!" Only people who watched it understood it was awesome. I liked it. You'll get it.
Nice.
good.
I heard that guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was there.
Oh, Brett Larson or something?
I forgot. I don't know what his actual name is, but yeah, I saw his pictures and tweets and
Oh,
stuff.
I had no. The only people I knew were
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton and Jason Mewes. Jason Mewes was hilarious. I went to his panel. He was so funny, man. He was talking about like all the drugs he used to do and all the stupid shit. And then LeVar Burton got up there and was like super political, didn't really say anything, talked about like reading Rainbow. I'm like, boo.
I thought you loved reading Rainbow.
Yeah, but he like didn't really talk about like there was lots of kids there, so he didn't really want to elaborate. And then people just talked about like Star Trek.
The
and
kids probably don't even remember reading Rainbow. That's why.
so many old people went to the stand and they're like, LeVar, I grew up with reading Rainbow. And I looked at them, I'm like, bro, you're like 50. You did not grow up with reading Rainbow. You watched reading Rainbow a little too old. But I don't know, FanCon was kind of cool. I just went for the one day for like 6 hours and I left.
That's well. You, at least you got in. You saw what it was and all that kind of stuff, right?
Well, dude, if you had money, you could buy shit, but I'm poor, so I was like, yeah, I gotta leave. I can't buy shit. There's so many like sweet comic vendors that had like old school comics, and like, I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.